Alright guys, we are back on the sword only account. My voice might sound a little bit different in this video because I'm a little bit sick, but it shouldn't be too bad throughout the video. Like, I'm just kind of sickly, like I'll probably be even more sick tomorrow, but that's not really a problem. Today I'm going to try to beat Skeletron and Queen Bee hopefully, so we can be ready to fight Wall of Flesh at the start of the next video. And that's kind of the plan for today. So sit back, relax, grab a stack, and enjoy the show. The first thing I did this video was fight a goblin army yet again. I mean, it was pretty chill now that I had the volcano. Like, I just kind of exploded all of them. And you can see, like, I didn't struggle at all, really. And it got done pretty fast. After that, I saw a skyline right above my ice pylon and found a Star Fury, which was huge and would definitely be a useful weapon for the rest of pre-hard mode. The next thing I did was attempt Skeletron. For this fight, all I had was an iron skin and a volcano, and I also had the Star Fury as well. For this fight, my whole strategy was, for the first phase, I would shoot at only the hands and just kind of ignore the head and just try not to get by it, because the hands did literally 0 damage to me, like maybe like 15 at the most, and the head was the only thing doing damage, and I couldn't even hurt it anyway, so it was like, what's the point of even attacking it? I had about 40 defense at this point, because I had full molten and one of my accessories on warding just naturally, because I still haven't found the goblin tinker. But yeah, no, we were just trying to do as much damage as we could to Skeletron, and I mean, it was working pretty well. Or, I mean, we had the goblin tinker, we just didn't use him yet. But it was working pretty well. I was doing a lot of damage to him. And then around here, I actually ended up taking one of his hands down, and we got into second phase. And then it was just all about dodging these heads. I mean, it wasn't going too badly at first, but then Skeletron's big head started getting too close to me, and I was trying to maneuver around it. But using the sand storm double jump and also the rocket boots meant that there was like a little bit of time where I wasn't actually accelerating or going up, and I would usually get hit during that. So it was a bit of a rough fight. And you can see me doing decent damage here until right here, where I just kind of slipped up a little bit. I got super low. I used my healing potion to try to recover, and I just ended up dying. So that was my first step of Skeletron. I then tried to fight Skeletron again, and instead of talking through this fight, I'm just gonna let you guys see how it went. After dying to Skeletron, I respawned to find that it was a slime rain, which meant that I could actually fight King Slime, which would be huge to add another boss to my checklist. And here is how my fight with King Slime went. The first thing I did was kind of use this platform up top to just drop down on him, hit him a few times with the volcano, and then just retreat back upwards. Then I remembered I had the Star Fury, and I could just sit over here and shoot him with the stars. But I realized it was going to take a lot of stars to kill him this way. Like, I mean, it was definitely possible, but, like, I just realized it wasn't the best method, and he started to spawn on top of the platform. So I had to switch to my volcano. Then I started using the Blade of Grass because I had just crafted it, and I wanted to get some value out of it, even though it was kind of just a worse version of volcano, because even though it swung faster, the debuff wasn't as strong as on fire, and the petals weren't hitting 100% of the time, so it wasn't that helpful. But it was good for clearing out all the little slimes that were in the way, so that was nice. But then I just decided to use the volcano because, I mean, it was just shredding through King Slime. I mean, it's just like 40 damage a shot. It sets him on fire, and, I mean, even though the swings are slow, they're all really heavy. And I was able to kill all the slimes that were in my way with one shot. And since he does no damage, this is the best way to do it. And we ended up beating King Slime. I then fought the Agpithulu again. I mean, this took, like, literally less than a minute, and I've been doing this a ton just to reforge all my stuff. But it was a pretty free fight, and then it was on to prepare for some more stuff. I then tried to fight Skeletron yet again, but this time I actually used a Featherfall potion, which did help a lot, and I actually got him down to 1400 health on this attempt. But unfortunately, even though I made some pretty nice plays, and I was able to do stuff where I was falling with him, and I could just hit him with the back of the volcano, which was really nice because of the feather fall. I still didn't beat him during this attempt. And I think that I should need to do a little more tries until I beat him. Like, I don't think it was a gear problem. It was just kind of a skill issue. So, yeah. It was back to the drawing board and back to try to fight Skeletron again. And then, after all those failed attempts, this happened. After defeating Skeletron, I went into the dungeon for a little bit to go look for a Muramasa. But first I had to go back home to put all my gold in my piggy bank. After exploring the dungeon for about 20 seconds, I found a golden chest, and my first one just happened to have a Muramasa, which was actually huge because it saves so much time, and I actually hate looking for stuff in any location, no matter what it's for. I just kind of hate looking for chest-specific items. So that was nice, and I went off to craft the Knight's Edge. After going to the nearby Crimson and crafting the Knight's Edge, which would be my weapon of choice for a decently long time, I decided that it was also time for me to fight Queen Bee, and here's how that fight went. Now, unlike all the other swords that I've used so far, the Knight's Edge has a continuous swing, so that means even if I don't have auto swing on in any capacity, it'll still auto swing. So what I decided to do is I just have to click the button each time I want to swing the sword in a circle. So each full circle I'm doing a click. You can't really hear it because, oh well, you can't hear it at all because I don't have the audio of my actual gameplay for this since I'm doing a voiceover. But, yeah, no, I was just spamming the actual attack button. I mean, it didn't really matter that much because it's Queen Bee and I have the Knight's Edge and Molten Armor, so, I mean, I was pretty much never going to lose this. I actually ended up just, like, sitting at the top at one point because I figured, you know what, that'd be better than actually fighting this boss. So, that's, how I beat Queen Bee. And that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.